I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Gerry!
Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, D&D with Brian Posehn and friends. Hey, friends.
Hi, Brian. How do you do?
So some shit went down last week, and I had to put a hurt on a friend.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if she should be sitting in here. I think it's fine, though. This could all just be a waking, like sort of a lucid dream for Mildred. But yeah, I think when last we left off, you guys had explored at least up to as high in this tower as you've been able to see so far. And you ended up in a sort of like a security room. It looked like a place where they could monitor, all the halls and the different chambers of this tower using this series of lenses. And it was connected to what looked like some type of like siphon or sort of funnel where all these souls that pass through this place sort of are channeled. And right as you guys had sort of gotten into exploring this further, and you were messing, you had sort of messed with this crystal throne power supply thing, and you'd seen the old guy who you've seen in paintings all through this place sort of on a monitor step in, mess with it, and it was very confusing because it looked like he was in the room adjacent to you, but he wasn't. So somewhere there was some type of crossing of these lenses, so he ended up not being in there. And then as you guys were really like getting into it, Mildred seemed to lose her mind. She just plumb gone mad. So she attacked you guys. And
Yeah, wasn't it right when we hit a glass or something? Like something broke, and then she...
Yeah, you guys were...
Went
Well,
A
you guys had taken a few shots at this crystal to no avail, but...
Right.
Yeah.
Or another version of this story.
Then she attacked
from
you.
within
She
Mildred's
attacked you for
point of
no
view.
reason. Yeah. Well, they don't know Mildred's point of view yet, so we're just going to... You'll have to go back and listen to the end of the last episode, or hopefully Mildred comes to her senses soon and she can tell it.
I'm not going to listen to that thing.
Do you mean me or the episode?
The episode.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I got some mail. Should I break that down real quick? Because it
Yeah,
may be used.
I have one too to talk about in a
This
second.
may be used in the game. That's the only reason I bring it up now.
Oh, wow.
This came in from Rick, forum name Lego Damashi. And he says, I'll paraphrase, but he says, I noticed that sometimes an NPC attacks the party and Sark rolls a d6 to see who gets targeted. He knows how that works. There's 5 of you, and I add the 6th to a reroll. So he says he whipped up a targeting die, and this is what that... we'll take a picture of this, but so you guys can see.
Whoa.
It's a dice with...
That is super
your
cool.
faces on
Awesome.
each side and a reroll.
And a
side.
reroll.
Yeah.
So nerds listen to this, huh?
That's right.
I didn't know
Talented,
This
creative.
is super cool.
that. That's fucking awesome.
It is dope. And he says the die is just paper glued on, so it will not stand up to heavy use. But he figures someone will probably die soon, and it will be obsolete anyway.
Thanks.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck?
He's just making it easier for us to get attacked.
That's the spirit. Get us out of here.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy. I hope you get a
Thanks.
job you want soon. Good luck on
Thanks for the help.
I love collecting random
We gotta get a
random
picture
die.
of that.
So
Yeah,
thanks,
that's
Rick.
awesome. And then we got a donation that was hand delivered to me in D.C. at my show last week, Saturday night. A gentleman
Someone
came up.
palmed you some money?
Yeah, I mean, I always get people coming up and going, "I love Nerd Poker," and then the wife will go, "I love Nerd Poker too." You know, I'm getting that a lot.
Your wife?
No, their wives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wife. Yeah, haven't you met the wife though? King of Wives.
The king of wives. What do you seek of me? Why aren't you doing the dishes? Forgive me, king of wives.
You said you were gonna. But no, a guy came to my show, Evan Carr, and he will be getting a signed little, not a plaque, but you can make it a plaque.
Did he just slap
thing.
some cash in your hand and peace
He
out?
gave me a check. A check written to Earwolf. I couldn't cash it.
Crap.
I tried.
We will all accept
I
personal
changed my name to
checks
Earwolf.
signed to us or our character
Yeah,
names.
no, it's our character name.
No, but if that's
Bank
what
of
you want to do,
Cornishmore.
if you want to see me at my next show, Portland, start writing checks next week. Spokane, get your checkbook out.
Oh, that's pretty epic.
Evan Carr, thanks, buddy. Very cool. And
Yeah, and thanks to Rick, who made it easier for Sark to kill us.
That's right. That's right.
we'll all sign something to Evan in a little bit and send it out to him.
It's so weird. I was taking a look at that targeting die, and my face is missing now somehow. It fell off the side.
That's weird.
No.
That's weird.
Oh, and also
Guess
before
you're immortal.
before we get into it, Earthquaker has been super cool. They sponsored a couple of shows, and I got some nice stuff from Earthquaker. Thanks again, Earthquaker. They make really cool handmade guitar pedals, and I can barely play, but it makes my version of Iron Man sound even fuzzier and cooler.
Nice.
That's a fucking badass name. Earthquaker.
Yeah,
Sweet.
let's get in.
Are you, man, you're nomming on a
I was.
real piece of work right there.
Yeah. We can't talk about it because it might be the sandwich that kills me.
No,
I
you'll
don't
have
know
to-
if they want.
You'll just have to listen to it. Yeah, so we left off with you guys essentially wondering what's going on with Mildred. You have a couple valid theories. I know Sir Richard spit some of those out, and I forget if we were on the air, if we were walking to the cars last week, but you have some ideas about, what the connection is.
I think
between
she's under the
Mildred.
thrall of that wizard.
Yeah. And then you also had
The throne.
the throne and that whole the whole device, sort of, what does it do, how does it work. It definitely didn't seem to be something you could just
The soul
beat
fuddler.
up, but yeah. And other than that means there's also at least there's got to be at least one more of these somewhere, because the old dude was in one, unless it's a sort of a parallel dimension type deal.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, have we actually laid actual eyes on the guy or no?
Well, I attacked him with the gauntlet. Through into the room that he was in, but it's
we
not
don't
the
know where
room
exactly the room is,
adjacent,
yeah.
and it, yeah.
Right.
Some weird trans-dimensional lady from Shanghai shit going on.
Mildred's cute on this dice.
We already have established that
First
you were
mistake,
going
I guess.
to try and sex her when the world was ending.
Brian's going into the bathroom with the die.
She's not. I think people have misunderstood.
Bartho
She's not.
shits.
She's
She
not the
is
wizard.
not.
And
No.
she's not stupid either.
No, I
No,
guess I'm just
no.
used to you sometimes play unattractive characters, just like I play dipshits.
All right, fair enough.
Your last character was a really dumb lesbian dwarf, right?
Yeah.
No, the one before that was the lesbian dwarf.
okay.
She was
last
smart
one
but
had-
ugly.
No, the last one had alopecia, and she was.
Which is super hot.
Right.
It's totally bald
Not that
dwarf.
there's anything wrong with
He's
people
like a
with
head-to-toe building
No, there's
Brazilian.
nothing wrong with.
Sarah is she's stat frugal. So when she gets one of those really just shit the bed stat rolls, typically charisma
Yeah.
is where you want to take that.
This
hit,
character
so.
though took it in wisdom.
Yes,
As she's.
yeah.
But she's smart. Ish.
Yeah, and cute on the die.
And unconscious right now, right? So.
And and KO'd probably not for too much longer, but because this is real life. This
Let's-
ain't no Bond film.
Let's tie her up somehow, can we? We got our robes we can tear into strips or something.
I think you guys at the end of the last episode, she's
Did tie her-
bound. Yes,
I believe so.
but she
And then put her in a box
she needs
at the
to
foot
look
of the
like
bed.
a mummy made of rope because this is a strength 18.
Yeah, she's straight.
No, she's only 15 strength. Her constitution is where I put all the.
Oh.
She's hardy. Here, would you like to see my character sheet?
Yeah. I was
Should we hit
peeking
you a
over
bunch
the
then?
table. Oh, 15. That's still pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, that's still pretty beefy. So,
And dexterous.
Beefy and
She's
dexterous.
She's just amazing.
You're going to want to eat it with a fork,
I'm the best.
but use a spoon.
That's what's happening in her dream right now. People are chanting that at her. You are the best.
Okay, so what's the approach? You guys haven't fully explored the throne, and there's still. I mean, you ended up really randomly clicking through the lenses in a hurry.
Yeah.
So there's still probably some recon you could get there. But you're also pretty sure that the tower is going to be aware of your presence at this point.
I
'Cause-
think we need to find the throne and destroy it. Maybe isn't that the idea?
Sir Richard flashed this room initially, clearing it.
But then didn't it
Clearing
not
the-
burn? I can't
Yeah, it didn't burn the guy.
Half of the
The security room you nuked, right?
with the room we're in was
Yeah.
cleared prior to our entry.
That was like the
However, we
the
did
Enola
hit,
Gay dropped
It
on
was
the plane.
preheated.
we did hit the room that he was in. He seemed unaffected.
Yeah.
They know we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, we can fortify this room, or we can go out and. I would like to recon the monitors a little bit while you guys watch the doors.
You pretty much just blasted the comm unit and said that's boring conversation anyway. That's about where.
Where did you find this thing?
Luke, we're going to have company. Luke!
All right, so Mildred's asleep. She can't offer you guys any suggestions right now. What's the
I'm gonna flip through the screen and see if I can find the old man.
flipping through screens? All right. And anybody else?
I'm pretty much just trying to figure out how to what the sequence of getting the right screens is. I'm just
okay.
trying to
So you guys
just
are
trying to
working
get
on the screens.
working on just general technology.
For now, we're
of
letting
this
the
place.
the other room, we're letting it sit for now.
I mean, we could try to destroy that throne, but he's not in there that we can see. So
I don't think it would be a bad idea to destroy it. It seems like he's perhaps gaining his power from
I
it.
think I think we figured though that didn't we figure out that from the throne not being or the gauntlet anyway was not going to have an effect. Maybe rolling for damage on this thing with
Yeah, you
Melee
guys
weapons,
you guys
yeah.
hit it with some melee weapons. It didn't do anything.
I'm going to sit on the throne is something I would never say.
Yeah, that doesn't- Although,
All right, so wait, while you guys discuss, I'm going to roll.
are the souls still flowing? Is
Yep,
that
yep.
that stream not? We maybe want to break that. somehow.
I like that.
Cut off the power supply.
All right.
It's not just power, Ken. These are people.
I don't care.
They used to be people.
Whatever makes us okay.
Okay, so you guys cycle through the screens for about 10 minutes. No sign of any like guards or anything. After 10 minutes, Mildred, you stir. And let me roll. I'm gonna have you roll a will. Unfortunately, oh, that was your mic. That probably sounded like a depth charge went off outside our submarine. Do like just a. Do you have a bonus to your will check?
I've got a bonus.
I don't know.
to
It's
my
on
will
here as
check.
13. So that's
got
my
a bonus
defense.
to
My
my
will
pants check.
defense is 13.
Okay. So
Is everything a joke to you guys?
well, yeah, just roll a d20 and under your will, we'll say that's slightly better than 50%. So roll the d20. If you get under your will, it's a success.
Success.
2.
2. Okay. All right. So you come awake and you see all of the things
I come
and
awake,
hear
too.
all of the things
I come anywhere I can.
that you were seeing.
Right.
But you concentrate on keeping your composure. So you hear the like sort of a rustle, and there's the strain of ropes creaking, and you see Mildred's she's come awake, but she's laying there She's got her eyes closed, and it looks like she's concentrating, like beads of sweat on her forehead, and she's just laying there trying to be still. You're hearing all the terrible things that we talked about, and the moment that you opened your eyes, you saw those things, but you managed to sort of keep it together.
You only told me about the terrible things I was hearing off mic.
Right. Oh, I did? Nobody else?
I don't think it was
Our DM is debilitated by
we head out
having
for a second?
traveled from
headphones off and
Gamescom.
make.
Just take your headphones off. It'll just be real quick. All right, headphones off. All right, I'm going to whisper into the mic. When Mildred was having her hallucinations of the collectors, she also heard them all, like, promising death and terrible, terrible shit like that. You're going to die. We want your soul.
When I asked if they were my friends.
Right,
what they
yes.
responded.
Yeah, that's all you heard.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Sorry for the low volume there. All right, so.
But now she...
That's right, we had that talk in the other room.
Right.
Huh? It got a little complicated last session. Okay, so you guys, you haven't found anything unusual in the 10 minutes, but Mildred's come awake for now. Are you going to... She seems to be
She's securely fastened in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to Mildred and ask her if she's all right. See if I can talk to her.
All right.
So same deal?
Same thing, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just, I guess, is there...
Do you want to roll? Let's
give me a roll because I
let
don't
me
wanna
roll
play
intelligence.
outside.
So that the wisdom is to keep it under control, and intelligence we'll see if
Wisdom
you're
is
able to.
low. That's going to be harder for her than intelligence.
So just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
What's your?
My intelligence check is 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this isn't a defense roll. Okay, so it's 3. So make it a difficulty of 10.
So I rolled a 10 plus 3.
10. So that's good. 10 plus 3.
It's 13. And if,
Yeah. You're good. Okay. Okay. So you.
I'm supposed to roll over for that one. Yeah.
I think,
Jerry
right?
was looking
10
at me.
plus
Yeah.
3, 13, yeah.
I'm looking at
So
her
you,
because I don't know what's happening.
that's us crossing 4th and 2nd edition,
Yeah.
but fucking YOLO.
Oh, people will finally make it right into 2nd edition and get out of
Wait.
this.
Please write in because he said YOLO, not because we're fucking around with editions.
Higher insight for me.
So you sort of take a gamble then. The wisdom is keeping you from panicking, and you sort of take a gamble and respond to the whisperings sensibly.
Okay. So what I respond then is, I believe intellectually that you are all my friends. However, what I am seeing are collectors, and what I'm hearing are threats of death and torture. And however, I'm still here and alive and tied up. And that sleeper hold felt an awful lot like an old friend of mine.
If there's something you can think of that you could have them, this would be because you got your check. This would be the time to have them
Do something?
confirm it. Yeah, somehow. I don't know. You can think of that.
Very quickly,
Please,
I'm just
please do a cartwheel if I am correct in my assumptions.
All right, I do a cartwheel.
I'm just gonna say everything we say is a lie, and that was just a lie.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mind blown. I love that of all the people you're talking to, it's Sir Richard too. He's like, oh God. All right.
It is a glorious cartwheel, though.
Yeah, it is. Like
We're going ashore and et
light
cetera.
gleams from the bottom of your light-made leg as it arcs over your head.
Make him double dutch.
The collector whispering awful things to you does like a really sort of clunky
How dare you?
cartwheel.
I see your cartwheel and acknowledge it.
I heal her.
That's the T-shirt.
Oh,
I lay
okay, all
hands
right.
on her. And I bless her, and I try and
Oh, there are going to
call
be some
on-
good drawings this week.
Cartwheel received and understood.
I try to put the light of Bahamut in her to cast out the
I
demons.
beg your pardon.
Okay. All right, so you bless her. Behind you, while you guys are doing that, Blackie, you're becoming more adept at flicking through these things, and you're starting to almost put together sort of a floor by floor. You figured out how to kind of go floor to floor and all that.
And Stargoyle's just eating lasagna and hating Mondays.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Brian nearly did a spit take right there. Yeah,
Thanksgiving dinner take.
you flip past and then quickly retrace your camera steps, and you see that there you see the popping up another crystal chair room. It's weird. You can't. You see in this chair room it's empty. And you see that there's a window shattered, like what you guys have between you and this chair room. But you can see from this perspective through that busted window into the control room, but you don't see any of you guys. So now there's definitely some type of you believe there's some type of either visual filter or sort of a dimensional
It's a
jump.
time window or a dimension window.
So
Maybe there's
but we
another
can see
identical
the
room
shattered
on top.
window. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does is there anything in the? Can I zoom in on the control room at all through the broken window? Because I would be looking for stuff that we might have in there. Any sort of. Hey, Sir Richard, could you do a cartwheel by that broken window and see if it registers on this on the screen over here?
I could, but I will not.
I mean, it would really help us out.
That's what you see, Sir Richard, giving you the finger over the screen.
I'm busy
Glowing
with.
finger.
I'm busy with Mildred. So
All right.
go send the dragon over to go.
Fucking whatever.
do a
What do you
puppet
need?
show.
I'll dance around.
Okay, now do the Lindy.
Yeah, so he's dancing. Bart is dancing. Surprisingly good moves, actually, though.
Thank you.
No offense, Sir Richard.
Thank
but
you.
You know,
There's hidden talents.
if you're gonna say that
I
Sir
had-
Richard is like some sort of stumblebum, I want to roll for it. Then. I want to roll for it.
No, I don't think you're a stumblebum. I just think
The collective-
I'm not a graceless clod.
But you don't do cartwheels. That's not your thing.
I challenge you to a cartwheel
Right?
contest in the hallway right now.
If the man wants to
But
roll,
he's
we
a
should let him roll.
Yeah, we should let him roll. All right, I'm
He
willing
could,
to
he
accept.
could kill himself.
I'm willing
I'm
to
sure
roll.
I had ballroom dancing classes. I am a fancy boy, after all.
All right, we're gonna do a second edition dex check to see if I have to eat my words. Here's the tray. All it is, roll at or beneath your dex, which is a 12.
Fuck your dice. I'm using my dice.
At least he didn't make us choose this time.
We're gonna retcon this cartwheel real quick.
He's gonna roll a 1 and go sailing.
You may
out
have
that
just
window.
seen
Yeah.
you may have just seen a collector do like a triple gainer.
Yeah, just, please don't botch for Glitchmore and
I know.
beyond.
I end up like the Stephen Hawking of the group.
You see him through the window, and then he falls. to
Super
his
smart,
death.
you mean?
For a glitch smaller.
I wouldn't call Stephen Hawking clumsy.
Well, we'll never know.
You know what? He and I meet every weekend and build ships and bottles.
No. You rolled a 16. He needed a
Yeah.
12 or under. So it was a passable. It was a passable. But that doesn't mean next time you may not. You may impress everybody.
You're real good at cartwheels, Richard. We're all impressed.
Okay, so for now, Bart is dancing in front of the broken window. You don't see him though.
And this guy's over here doing fart wheels.
muttering to himself. I'm good at cartwheels.
I have my wife. Arm and a leg from a god, and I'm doing cartwheels like a common girl on a playground.
Yeah, so no Bart.
No Bart.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to discern. Is there? There's nothing. I can't see any sort of items in the. Like, can we? Does anybody have something like? Do we have like a white robe or something?
You guys are all wearing
robes,
the black robe.
I was gonna say if we have some sort of bright colored thing that we can sort of set in that window, and just sort of keep this monitor
I'll tell
open
you.
and see if there's like some sort of time dilation thing going on.
See if it shows up in that view.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe you could just strip down and go streaking, Ray Stevens style, right through
Hell yeah.
like Benson at Blade Runner, running in front of the screen. Just go running through the room.
Okay, so you're gonna set up a sort of a
some sort
flag,
of
a signal.
visual marker. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's just like some sort of X on the floor with some of my bright yellow spray paint.
Okay.
Just spray paint Heisenberg on the inside of that.
It's so
So
great
you can
brought that with you.
you can like you say you tear some strips off some of your black robes and hang them visibly on some of the counter desk space that's in here so that you would be able to see it on this monitor. You don't see it immediately, but I think your plan is to sort of let it
See if it
sit
shows
for
up.
a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Anything further with Mildred?
He blessed me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't see any effects of that immediately, but whatever. You didn't see any
Okay.
effects from that immediately. I can't. Almost.
So I'll just sit
went
here.
too
Say, I
far
can't
there.
hear anything that anyone's saying, so I'll just.
All you hear is like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's Bizarro NPR.
Hellraiser?
Exorcist.
Is that what that is?
That was a little of several things.
On Weird Things
times.
Considered.
Next on All Things
I'm Warren Olney.
Okay, so that leaves
Oh my God, it's Warren Olney.
that
He's
leaves
like 12 hit dice.
getting out of here or further exploring the crystal room.
I was about to say, has anybody thought about sending like some sort of barbarian in there to start smashing things?
Well, we seem to not be able to affect the.
I know, dude.
We've tried a few things on it. I mean, we can try more.
You guys
Try the
hit
fire.
the
Do I have, like,
crystal
a-
structure over the chair.
Actually, I think I have something that works on items and not humans.
An attack?
Breaking things, yeah, an attack.
Oh, yeah.
Like
It's called the Fred Durst Ray. Makes you
there's
break
some-
stuff.
Posehn Smash.
No, there is like some rock breaking thing that I have.
Yeah.
That's only good if you're being attacked by Dwayne Johnson.
You leave my boyfriend out of this.
or a quarry.
I heard he's changing his name back to Pink.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I have this Stonebreaker thing. It's an encounter
I like it.
effect. Until the end of your next turn, you gain a 5+ bonus to strength checks to break objects, and you deal double damage against objects.
Let's try that shit.
That sounds delightful.
Encounter. So can I only use it on this thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
do
can
I only get one hit? What does that mean? I don't know.
It just
Yeah,
per
once per
turn,
encounter.
basically.
Yeah,
per turn.
since there's not really an encounter going, you just
Okay.
have to. We would just say you'd have to rest for a little while before you did it. But
Well, let me go over to the thing with my...
what's it say the check is? It's obviously strength, right? Or how does it? Let me see. All
Bottom
right.
left there.
Barbarian utility. That's awesome.
My barbarian utility belt contains his chicken bone.
Let's take a quick break and we'll figure out how to do this. And we're back.
All right, so Stonebreaker, you can just—that's just a barbarian thing.
There's no check.
You just
Okay.
It's also
You
the new
just do
James
it.
Bond movie.
so you're gonna use. What are you gonna hit? You're gonna hit the crystal. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're gonna hit it with.
Actually, I'll use my I'm more proficient at the broadsword, so I'll use my two-handed broadsword on it.
Okay. Sword.
Don't you have a magic axe though, or no?
Oh, I just have a great axe. I don't know is it magic enhanced?
It was Bahamut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use the great axe then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be an okay axe.
How quickly the barbarians forget the bounty of the gods.
You're not very smart.
Am I right?
You can't hear me right.
What?
Kind of stupid. The barbarians are really fucking stupid.
Okay.
What about OK Cupid?
All right. So 20-sided die, and you're gonna roll a. This is gonna be.
Brian's searching the rubble of his sandwich for the 20
Fuck up.
It's somewhere under the turkey.
It's got some polyhedral dice in there.
All right. This is gonna be. And what's your strength bonus right now? Because your strength is up there.
What am I? 18 or 19?
Your strength's 20.
Oh.
Sir Richard.
You have a bonus.
No,
next
yeah,
to
my strength is 20, and then
Fun fact about Sir
your
Richard.
check.
check
Also
is
a
7.
20.
Wow.
7. You're gonna get an
Bart
automatic
at
plus
21.
5.
Shockingly.
All right.
Doesn't like to use it ever, though.
This is still going to be a tough call, but the Stonebreaker ability will definitely help. So it's going to be a 20. It's going to be a 28 difficulty check. So you need to get, with all your bonuses, you need to total 28 or more.
So what do I need to roll?
I don't know. That's too much arithmetic for me.
Well,
You're
you
getting
get a 5?
12 out of the gate, so you
Right.
need to roll at least a 16.
16.
Yeah. Come on.
You can do it.
Nope.
It was a 3.
Oh.
All right, so that's encounter, but since there isn't an encounter happening, we'll just say you've got to wait like 10, 15 minutes,
Okay.
which this will quickly result into you burning the day up. Just, okay, rest again. All right, mighty
I'm
swing.
gonna win that stuffed dog.
Mighty swing at the crystal. You guys hear this blow connects, though, on a level that you haven't seen yet. You hear sort of a deep clang.
And then a fart.
But you don't see any. There's no.
Maybe it's like that scene in Ghostbusters when they're in the ballroom. It's just you hear a lot of breaking. The collectors are just outside going, ugh.
Boss is mad again.
You see on the monitors, Blackie. You flick past what looks like a
Arliss?
on a. It's a chunk of the tower you haven't seen yet, but it's like almost like the a view in like on top of one of the lifts. So you just see the circular lift, and every now and then in the background you see one of the openings from.
What was that?
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
He was just dragging some porn to his trash file.
Who snorted?
That was me. I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready for Blaine to say something funny?
I wasn't ready to laugh.
All right, let us know when you're rolling.
Okay. On the you see it looks like a lift, and the circular lift is just neatly lined with motionless collectors. You can tell they're going up, but you didn't ride a lift up here, so you're not sure where the halls connect to. But
we can see this on the monitor?
yeah, Blackie sees
one
this.
of them,
Yeah.
We should see which way that one's going, whether that's the pinprick or whether that's the Death Star.
Sure.
Sir Richard's referring to
Yeah.
dropping his Enola Gay on the inside of this.
Yeah, because it would be. Do you want me to wait and see if they're coming more into range, or do we just want us to have some fun?
It's up to you.
I think we strike while the iron's hot.
That's all I want to do.
Girls just want to have lunch.
God damn it.
What are you, Strange Al?
Is Bart still dancing? Did you ever?
I stopped it.
Oh yeah,
Keep dancing, Bart.
Okay. All right.
They don't want to have breakfast and they don't want to have brunch. Girls just want to have lunch. What? That's all they want to. They just want to.
We were talking about Weird Al.
Weird Al.
Before we were playing.
It's like a 30-year-old song parody, but it fucking had me laughing all weekend because I hadn't heard it in years. And him doing Girls Just Want to Have Lunch. It's so fucking perfectly stupid. I was in tears.
perfectly stupid. Perfectly stupid.
It doesn't dare to be stupid.
Yeah.
All right. So let's
That was back
see.
when it was still Lieutenant Lou
Should
Albano.
I have you roll first? I'll roll first.
What possible reason could you have to roll first?
Because this is the randomization of you getting the alignment right.
All right.
And you don't know until you try it. All right, so this is Sir Richard holding his gauntlet of Bahamut up to the lens and attempting to photo booth flash these guys. He rolled a 13.
That's nice.
And this is just versus armor. So, what is your strength bonus here?
5.
Actually, this wouldn't be a strength.
It's not a strength bonus.
No, it would be I believe it's a wisdom. So it'd be a 2. So you rolled a 15. 13 plus 2 is 15. You don't know what my roll was, so you have to wait until your eyes adjust again. So there's the now familiar flash behind you.
Turn off your brights.
No, they're going to follow us and kill us. It's a gang initiation.
And since it's not a precise science, and it would need to be, this is sort of randomized. You're never sure if you're going to get like
whether I'm getting
a
the pencil
nuke
beam
or a laser, or
the-
nothing,
or
just
nothing.
a bright light. So you, as your eyes adjust again, even anticipating with your eyes closed, it's like a flashbang. It's so bright, and you see in the circle of the lift, you see one collector drift down to the floor, and once his robe settles, you see a tiny pin wide hole just bored into the base of the elevator.
Okay.
The rest of the collectors give it sort of the torso, and then they right back into position. They just continue slowly traveling up. Here's another roll. All right, that's a 15. Hold on, now I got to roll and see if you do anything here.
But the elevator's still moving, right?
Yeah.
Not for long.
All right. Another flash.
Should we tell people that Jerry's dice are lead?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to sound fucking weird.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure these are made of
His hand fell off onto the table.
depleted uranium. This is what his dice sound like on the table.
Jesus Christ.
This is what a normal dice sounds like on the table. It's like a. Okay. Anyway, flash. Nothing though. Nothing on the elevator.
He'll save every one of us.
Floors keep going up.
If we don't see any other collectors, I don't. It's every one that I can get is one less one that comes through the door.
Sure.
No one's arguing that with you.
15 again.
Sounds like you're doing a
All right.
blanket party.
So 15, and then I'll
Fill
roll
your
this.
pouch with lead dice and just hit the shit out of somebody while I
He's
hold
hitting people with a sock full of quarters.
So much
We're
more
gonna
effective
turn.
than
We're gonna
soap
turn
and
this
soda
evil
cans.
wizard tower into Nakatomi Plaza by the end.
Yep. And also,
bunch of frat kids fell off a balcony earlier.
Mildred, we're gonna have you roll another wisdom, just because now on top of all these threats, there's epilepsy-inducing light flashes being introduced to your hallucination.
Sorry.
So I'm trying to roll. This is an old school. This is
Old
second
school,
edition,
second
so I'm
edition
under,
style.
Okay, and my wisdom's only 9, so 12.
Uh-oh. All right, so and then while you're there, just
Yep.
Oh
strength.
boy.
Under?
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
I had you roll wisdom. We're going back. I meant
Okay.
will. We rolled your will.
Yeah,
last
you did
time.
roll my will.
So old school will check. So
Okay.
D20 under 13.
Well, I still right. Didn't I just? What did I just roll?
You rolled 12.
Yeah, so my will's 13.
Yeah. Should we?
No,
yeah.
that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
That's
All
fair.
right.
We're so fair.
Well, I'm trying to. I don't
So
want to
that's
take advantage.
okay. So that's
like that about
12.
us.
So you succeed the will check. So you don't need to roll your strength check right now. But it's getting really scary.
Oh, I succeeded the will check.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to be fair in the opposite direction. I just made it fair. So do you want me to roll again?
No,
That's
no.
fair.
We're gonna stick with it.
I thought that I
now I'm
failed
getting
it.
confused. No. We'll stick with you. Rolled a 12.
Okay.
Your
Hey,
will's
what's
13,
going on, everybody?
So that's a success. All right, but now there's flash on top of all the nightmarish stuff. There's flat like bolts of lightning happening.
Okay.
It looks
So my
like
eyes are still closed, and I'm just
you're seeing the
right.
flashes through your eyelids. Your most recent burst flashes and nothing happens again.
So you got to turn at his thing again, his smashy?
Floors keep going. He will in 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5 rounds.
No. Whoa.
Dope.
Okay. Always awesome.
One.
Hit the 1.
Hooray.
That was
It's about
a
time.
All right.
Hooray. And you knocked the side off of the dice box.
And this- okay. All right. That was good. I rolled low. So that's just a missed.
Just blew our legs off.
Yeah.
No, it's a missed turn. God, that's a terrible thing to botch, too.
Yeah, I know. Death ray.
I just rolled on my botch, a 30 on my botch,
Good.
like a table, which is just he misses a turn. Right. So it's a miss, and he can't do anything the next round. The elevator continues up onto...
Is there any? I mean, this whole control panel thing. Am I just looking at screens? Is there any way to control doors or camera angles or elevators? Any kind of stuff going on? Or is it just monitors?
It's just it's sort of like flipping. It's like the lenses are flipping and turning.
Better, worse.
Yeah,
Okay.
But there's not any sort of like tower control. This just looks like a sort of monitoring station.
Okay.
So 1 round missed. Any of the rest of you guys do anything in the meantime? You're recharging for another shot at the...
Yeah.
Okay.
And also keeping an eye... excuse me. Keeping an eye on Mildred.
Okay. Mildred is engaged in a intense battle of will to try and not freak out. Bart, what are you doing? You're done dancing.
I mean, I'm just, looking around. There's not much I can do right now.
Okay. So then that brings us back to Gerry for another hand flash. 2 more of these, and then Brian, you can go at the crystal again.
Cool.
All right, 7. And then what was your
2.
2, 7, 9? Okay, and then my roll.
You didn't sign your name.
I know. I had to stop to roll.
8. Nothing. And you get 1 more before we go to Brian. 8.
10.
We have to hold the tray down.
Ow.
All right. Nothing. All right, Brian, so you're up. You can try Stonebreaker again.
My favorite Accept album. You put your stones to the wall, man.
Udo Dirkschneider. Yeah, there you go.
Fucking 20, motherfucker.
That's quadruple.
Okay. All right, this is where shit goes into
Jesus
slow motion.
fucking... Well, if this doesn't work, nothing will.
I guess I got to recite Accept lyrics every time I roll.
So here's what I'm excited about.
Dear Udo Dirkschneider, your voice is a magic power to me.
Here's what I'm excited about this for, because in our game, when you roll a 20 on an attack, you double the damage. But he's already doubling the damage due to Stonebreaker, so this is a quad damage shot on the crystal. So you keep that, and we're gonna have you roll your damage.
It's quad plus something, right? Plus 5 or whatever.
Well, plus 5 was for his
For the attack,
so
okay.
technically he was a 25.
Oh, that's right. It's double
But
damage. All right.
So what am I rolling?
Broadsword?
I don't. No, because I used the great axe.
Great axe. Great axe.
I don't know that we've
don't know.
rolled damage. We haven't rolled damage
Sword
though
is
with that.
1d10.
We don't even know what it does.
On the sword, but what is it on?
I don't know what my boots do yet.
You need to look up that.
I think they're made for walking.
All right.
Well, then that's just what they'll do.
Do we need to take a break if he's looking up the axe, or?
Yeah, let's take a break. We're back. Just making sure.
I was bitten
Chop
by
that
a
fucking
back.
thing up.
So my great axe is I'm rolling.
So it's 1d12. You have a +2 proficiency bonus, and then a +2 super magical Bahamut bonus
So
with
I'm
this
rolling
axe.
12 plus 4 times 4.
Yeah. Yep.
7.
7 plus 4, 11 times 4, 44. That's a shot. Okay, so you, as you're flashing, you hear the flashes in the other room, like sort of increasing pace, Amarth, and you sort of lean into this next shot, and you connect. It's a crystal, so there's like a lot of strange angles. So you've been having trouble like getting a clean blow on it.
But I'm trying to just cleave it from the top, right? Or am I above it? Yeah, I mean,
no, because it's huge. It's sort of up above you, but you think you sort of get an angle, like a good angle squared away, and you just like this really heavy side swing, like you're trying to chop its legs out from underneath it. And you guys hear this time the sort of the clang is more like it's almost like a heavy stone door, like closing. You just hear a really deep sort of crunch, just like that. Totally different sound.
Yeah.
You see at first you don't see anything different. Frustration starts to set in, and then you notice that the crystal has gone from sort of this sort of shimmery gray to an almost white. And you hear gradually sort of
cracks, crackling.
Yeah, and like sounds like pebbles hitting the ground.
Well, the adventurers didn't know it, but they done broke the crystal thing they needed to finish the adventure.
Yeah. So it takes a second for you to realize that the entire thing is just been. It's like a broken backboard. It's been just spider webbed. Probably a nudge would send the whole thing.
All right,
like
I nudge it.
All right,
I'm gonna duck behind something.
It's a 7-foot tall
Goggles, everyone.
nudging
Goggles.
it as hard as I can.
all right. With your what's the?
No, I just fucking throw my shoulder into it.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
I'm not that smart.
I'll prepare my lay on hands.
All right. So you give sort of a football.
I'm ready to yank him away.
A football block. And you feel it almost feels sort of comforting. Like warmth pours out of this, and you think for a second there's fluid, but it's not. It's just like a temperature.
Soul pee.
And the thing just from the bottom to the top just goes and just like turns into sand.
Away.
Like
yeah.
And for a second, it's like it almost felt like sort of. Like a massage therapy type. There's a little electricity in the air. The temperature was nice. All these glass bits rattle onto the ground. And then the comforting part stops and the really scary part starts. when you start to hear like almost sounds like a distant wind picking up. And then it's the wind becomes like sort of the sound of like a chorus of voices. And you see the two lines where the souls were entering the crystal just start to belch out what looks like steam with like faint images of people that sort of form and then evaporate and coalesce and then go away. And you start to
all of them.
They're swirling around like right over your head where the crystal was, and they're forming like it looks like sort of a mass, but you just hear shrieking now and wailing.
Giant soul cloud.
Yeah. Some sort of poltergeisty.
Well, this will all blow out. If it's anything like Los Angeles,
Yeah, once it rains,
a good
it'll be nice.
rainstorm will clear it right out.
Yeah, get it off the trees.
Look away, Marianne.
Yeah, look away.
Yeah, it's really hard. It gets so loud real quick that it's hard to immediately even hear people, like everyone in the next room.
Carol Ann!
This house is clean.
Well, before we have Mildred roll another will, we'll see. There's a couple things that could happen here. What's Sir Richard doing?
I was about to nuke the elevator again, but now I'm just sort of like, oh, maybe I'm at the end of Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna hit the elevator.
Okay,
again.
all right. Here's the depleted uranium D20.
15 plus
go.
2,
15.
17.
That's a good roll. Good
Are those
strong
guys
roll.
even still on the way up here, or did they send the elevator back down?
No, they're still on the way up.
Down.
Okay. Okay.
Who pressed all these buttons? Those kids. Hey, I'm gonna send. Are any of those souls sort of like leaking into the control room? Because I'm going to
They're everywhere. Just like
Stargoyle, eat. I'm gonna have Stargoyle just eat as many as he can.
Yummy souls.
He's like me, and he goes in to play with all his new friends, and they're being sucked into an infinitely small point at the heart of his tiny singularity formed being. So he's sort of bummed though, like before, because
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Stargoyle.
for just a moment he has time to see somebody else who can fly and play with him, and then they're sucked into his bottomless tiny abyss.
He's a stupid little thing, isn't he?
When your eyes, you guys are transfixed by what's happening in the chair room. When your eyes clear, the elevator. For a second, you think the camera has switched to another elevator because there's nobody on it. But there's an empty elevator coming up.
Hey guys, the clothes will be up soon.
And I'm guessing we don't see any other crystal on the screen.
That's an interesting
meaning
question.
to look at the other crystal room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you look at the other crystal room. There's still a crystal there. Yeah.
We're going to have to go to there.
Unless it's another time.
We still have to go to there.
We should get out of this.
Let us go to
room,
there.
I think.
Well, let's see.
So
I'm not interested in this place anymore. Let's go look at something else.
you see the elevator reach the apex, and the door opens, and you can see
laundry.
just slightly through the perspective that this camera is looking. You can see out a hall, and there's like looks like there's flashing lights and stuff like this, and it seems like you're looking into a hall that adjoins to the door that opens that is connected to this room, but you guys haven't looked out there yet. In the other room, the spirit storm is like just keeps ascending. It's thousands, maybe more, like souls or fragments of souls are whipping around. It doesn't. For a second before you sort of, well, I don't even know. Did you back up at all?
When I hit it, I kind of stood back to kind of watch everything fall apart.
So it happened. I mean, it blew up so fast. There was still time for some of these things to brush against you, but it doesn't seem like there was any effect.
Okay.
It's just really disturbing, but it doesn't seem like they
I'm
can.
not cut up or anything.
No, it doesn't seem like they can affect you. Cycling through the cameras still, trying to get back to the other crystal room and sort of monitor that. You see, you come across one other room, and this is it's a room similar to the one you're in, but with sort of a significant difference. It looks like another control sort of monitoring station, but in this one, just faintly on the desk there, you can see that the lenses in that room look out onto what looks like grassy plain, very faintly, because now you're looking at a lens through a lens, right? You're looking down onto somebody's desk, basically, from a security camera. But very faintly, you can see that wherever this room is, that doesn't adjoin to a crystal throne room through like a big window. It looks like these lenses look into other worlds. Like you can see like plains and an ocean and people bustling around a city, and you can't make out any details from where you're at, but it's clear that this room is similar but meant to monitor other places. So,
And is there anybody in this room?
in the room you're looking at, collectors,
yeah.
like a handful of collectors monitoring stuff, looking at things.
And you said that we don't know where it is, or can
So
Blackie
not right off
figure
the
out?
bat, but you have been working at this, so maybe I'll have you roll we'll have you roll a dungeoneering. I think what stat is attached to dungeoneering? Is that
Dungeoneering
it's
is
wisdom.
wisdom? Let's do a dungeoneering check.
So that's a 4 for me. My
So
my wisdom isn't as high as my charisma.
You have high
is-
charisma?
Yeah, it's like a 20.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, just saying.
You're
Okay,
a total
So
asshole.
cool. He's super cool.
So this is
But you don't care 'cause
this is
it's
going to be a
charisma.
12
You're Ben
difficulty.
Affleck.
Look at that beautiful.
You're gonna be
asshole.
Batman.
15
15 with your bonus. That's easily a success.
and
So-
then a 19.
So you not being able to tell by looking at the room, purely by what you've found by cycling through the lenses and where it seems like everything sits, you get an idea of sort of where this room sits, and it seems like it's actually on the like the other side of center. It's all the way down
through and out.
Like the tower extends through the sort of planetoid, and it's on the other side of that, on the mirror end of this thing.
That's far away.
Before we go, though, I think we gotta. If we have time, let me have Mildred one more time roll a freak out check. That would be an epic way to come back next.
Hey, don't write freak out checks. Your
just to
freak
be
out
clear,
ass can't cash.
I'm rolling under my will or over my will?
Under your will,
right?
yep.
I did it.
She did it. Man, just a tower of will.
She quietly,
I'm
through
not
her
disappointed,
stress,
though.
through
That's
her
good.
sweat and clenched teeth, is like, I want to thank everyone for trying so hard to break this illusion that's been on me this whole time. It really means a lot that you guys are really working to bring me back. Can't wait to be free. All right.
We've all taken the bad acid.
Have a cool summer.
I think only Bart hears it. You're busy flashing the monitor. All anyone else hears is like Stargoyle going.
Can somebody chloroform that weirdo? She's distracting us from not helping.
She's okay, guys.
Who?
The one that was Mildred.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now we're the Lebowski chums trying to save the world. Hey, man, what's going on with her?
So, what are we going to try to do, or what do we have to decide to do next time?
So, I mean, you guys are now looking
Look at
at
that
either
other
going down, all the way down and through,
Yeah.
because if it seems that you possibly are looking at a mirror image. You're sort of affecting things on the other end of this tower.
So, what you want to do, Blackie?
Well, it's also a window to other worlds, so hopefully we
Okay.
can fuck this place over and get out.
Should we get back to our ship and fly there?
That's what I'm wondering,
Yeah.
too.
And you also are still putting together what exactly now you know that the spirit, the soul shards sort of grant some level of control to this guy. So, like what the scope is of the full operation could be pretty.
The other reason I want to get back to the ship is I want to launch one of those cans of boom at the place that we're at to finish off this side and head for the other.
I also want to kick over the throne on the way out.
Cool. Let's fucking break some shit.
Let's do it.
Kick.
Let's play some Limp Bizkit.
Then when Carl
Pretend
comes
it's
out of the
Woodstock.
building, Al Powell will shoot him. It'll be very unexpected.
You've been listening to episode 39 of Nerd Poker, Dungeons and Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. These are my friends. Bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com